They have this high potential, this Elizabeth, quirky people solving crimes like Monk. The crime is why won't you assholes live the Lord's Prayer? Okay, there's no mystery to it. You're retarded. Okay. Retarded means you have something wrong with you psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. That commercial with that Gabe Vasquez guy talking about defunding a system, you got to understand that he's trained by Olay and progressive Democrats, okay, that the system is set up to study you and put you into certain kind of training in genocidal operations. So people that would vote for Gabe Vasquez know what he's talking about. Okay, and understand what he's talking about and want to vote for those kind of political social agendas. That psychologists will solve our problems instead of the police murdering people. That if you create criminals, then you create an industry to kill criminals, and that's what Mexicans and blacks feel their children are being turned into and trained into. Okay, and it also affects poor people in trailer parks too if they have the cognitive reasoning skills to comprehend what people are talking about. Okay, just don't worry about that. And then last night when I, talked about one of the most intelligent people in the world, you get people. He was born in Bethlehem, not Jerusalem. How do you know? Maybe after the facts and after all the juicy racism and stuff, you understand Santa Claus. Okay. Maybe Bethlehem decided to be the place of his birth for tourist attraction for Christians. For money. Like Santa Claus and Gimbals. How do you know he wasn't born in Jerusalem? There's no public records. Okay, nobody wrote it down. With the thing with the tax and all that stuff, how do you know? How do you know they didn't make that shit up? Okay. And if Joseph went to pay the tax, what if they left him with a midwife in Jerusalem while he went to go pay the tax in Bethlehem? How do you know? Okay, were you there? Do you talk to Jesus? Are you Jesus's mama? How the fuck do you know? Do you believe everything you're told? All right. So I don't know. I'm just being devil's advocate. I could care less, if a child is born in El Paso or if his mom made the dad get in the pickup truck and drive to New Mexico because my mom could not stand the racism in the state of Texas. So she wanted her child to be born in New Mexico because the people in New Mexico made her feel like family. And the people in Texas called her a goddamn Yankee. How do you know? Okay. I can only use the experiences of my life to tell stories, and I repeat my stories a lot. That's because I'm just one person, and this is my one life in this body. Okay, so, what I get from other people, hey, how do you know the stuff that I talk to Haile Selassie about is valid, and the stuff that's in most of the books is bullshit? Sun Yat-sen, D.T. Suzuki. Okay. How do you know it hasn't been changed? Because that's where Rob Roy was buried after he became a source of tourism for money. He lived the Lord's Prayer. That's all I care about. Okay, I don't give a shit about turning left in Albuquerque. I don't give a shit about carrot festivals. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Okay. Right now, we have a drop in barometric pressure. So you guys are going to have to get used to the drop in barometric pressure, and at night, the carbon emission poisoning settles more. So it's going to be uncomfortable. I sleep with the windows open to assimilate, and then my body assimilate, and then I rest more and try to, unusual to what happens after certain harvests and certain times when it starts to get cooler. In November, you don't have fresh fruits and vegetables, but we do now because we have diesel trucks. Okay. So you go to the store and try to eat a little bit more fruits and vegetables to help keep your immune system up during the time when we're eating stuff that back in the old days. But back in the old days, they didn't have carbon emission poisoning. But they did have people that, kept fires and stuff like that. But a lot of times you'd let the fire go out because you didn't want to catch the house on fire or burn, and you just covered up in blankets and slept. And then you'd breathe in the cool air to assimilate to the drop in barometric pressure so your body could survive the cold weather because you had things you had to do. You just got to understand nature and interact with nature. Lots of things I do here to help myself. Nature helped me stay alive more than other people. Is basically when they spray Roundup, I run around and cut up all the stuff with Roundup and then saturate it with water to dilute the poisoning so the plants understand me. I drive very little. I only drive to shop when I feel I absolutely need to. Okay. If I'm encouraged to go shopping more and moved around about economics and stuff like that, that's something I have to do. I'll have to work that out with nature, but that's something I have to do to get artificial intelligence to isolate, contain, and kill people that have the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, getting up and having to justify his existence through economic expression or competition. So this is very difficult. I'm in a very precarious position. And you got to understand what people, stuff that, that, oh, they think they do right by nature. Look, if you go get off the grid and hide from society, you're not helping society live the Lord's Prayer and stop destroying the grid and one another. And human beings are also a part of nature, and you suck at interacting with nature if you do not love human beings. So sod the fuck off, all you smart people or outsmarting me people or better intelligent people. I am one of the most intelligent people in the history of the entire world. I have proved it beyond any reasonable doubts. If you have reasonable doubts, you're off the grid somewhere watching me on your technology that you have where no one else can gain access to you because you're so fucking brilliant. I want everybody to gain access to me because I don't want them to be an asshole like you. David Rockefeller's queef. Okay, do you understand? Earl pissed. Yeah, I'm pissed. Okay? I get judged because I have forms of dehydration, getting chemical poisoning out of my body from intense chemical torture and psychological torture through Wi-Fi, through perverts that are completely inadequate compared to me, psychologically, emotionally, physiologically, and just in just about any way you can possibly conceive. No, I cannot compose, okay? And I cannot play the guitar by ear. No, I wanted to, can't. Can't play the piano real well, neither, no. Can't play the harmonica real good, no. Okay? If I practiced and tried, I could probably roller skate and ice skate pretty well. I'm just not willing to go out there and bust my ass 1,500 times when I can run faster than most people could roller skate or ice skate. Okay? And what am I doing on ice? I live in the Southwest. Okay? You know what I'm saying? No, there's a lot of things. I do not sing as well as Luther Vandross or Luciano Pavarotti. I cannot hold a note like them. I can't sing falsetto like Russell Tompkins Jr. or Wayne Cooper or the lead singer from the Stylistics. Okay. There's lots of things I cannot do that I really appreciate and enjoy. Okay. If I put in the effort to do dance training and stuff, I just don't dance that way. My favorite dance is what people call hip hop now. Back when I was young, it was called improvisational jazz in Aunt Vivian's time on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the type of dancer I am. Improvisational jazz dancer. Very good one. And I learned it from watching Soul Train. Okay, do you understand? I can do that, yeah. Like I used to do when I was a kid. The Gil Sayers, I could do that. For certain things, I watched Gus Williams, I could do that. I'd watch really good ball players and rock Rod Foster, and I could do that. So that's how I patterned my game after other guys. I'd move in certain ways. And dancers, Michael Jackson, James Brown, people on Soul Train. That's how I play basketball. Okay. And then when I played basketball, the Mexicans, he plays like a Joto Negro. The blacks, he plays like a faggot nigger, the whites would say. The blacks would get mad because if they were jealous and wanted to be better than me, that boy think he bad. He think he tried. Oh, shit, motherfucker. You can't win for losing with ignorant assholes. And if you try to please ignorant assholes, you'll spend your whole life destroying yourself trying to please people that cannot be pleased. Do you understand? Does that help, Jennifer Lynn Lopez? Hope so. Okay. You think you're strong, huh? What are you, that dude, that neuroscientist from Stanford and shit? You got macho issues? Hey, I was born in the valley of the Rio Grande Valley to help people eliminate macho bullshit issues so they could all stand up for being a real man like King David and live the Lord's Prayer and stop doing all this muscle-bound bullshit advertising on TV. You see all these people doing these, Planet Fitness and those exercise clothes and all that shit and doing all the stuff and dunking the basketball and lifting weights and jumping on, tables and shit. And you're like, just stand up to live the Lord's Prayer. Okay? Just love faithfully. Just reflect the beauty of the gift of life to every child, whether they can compete or not, sing like Russell Tompkins Jr. or not, dance like Michael Jackson or not, do ballet like Baryshnikov or not. Just be a good person. Okay? Don't compare. Like Judah Krishnamurti said, don't compete. Don't try to be more attractive than your sister, more clever than your brother. It brings about destruction of self because we're all given life by the glory of grace. Understand? And stop selling fucking Gatorade. Okay? People need Gatorade because they play in football in Florida because it's so goddamn humid. Give them some damn Gatorade. Share, care, give them cause need. Built to last, bitch. What fuels you? The Lord's Prayer and getting your bitch asses acting like a hoe cake factory, getting all you gypsy roses off the fucking TV set so you can love your children and be loved by your spouse. Bitch. Bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Okay, y'all bitches. And don't say you ain't. Okay. I got that last night when I watched that. He was born in Jerusalem. He was born in Bethlehem. That's what you derive from that? You're saying how intelligent you are. How do you know he was born in Bethlehem? How do you know it's not just a gimmick to make money off of tourism and advertising like Benjamin Netanyahu knew? Come see the Holy Land before me and the assholes in the oil corporations that mass murder their own people for cell phones and tires, because tires matter, before we blow it up. How do you know? Buckingham Palace? How do you know? Guard that sit there and will not be moved, won't make a face, won't smile, won't laugh, and won't even laugh at a cute little kid and say, oh, look at Kate, she's so cute. England swings like a pendulum do. Bobby's on bicycles 2x2. Western Australia, the Tower Big Ben. The rosy red cheeks of the little children. You ever want to go back to England? Nah, I'm not in the NFL. I ain't never been back to England. I ain't from there. I was born in Las Cruces, New Mexico, dumbass. Okay, my ancestors was from there. That's where they drank, ate, and fucked. And denied the Lord's Prayer like the rest of you bitches. How do you know your ancestors denied the Lord's Prayer? Well, they were denied it by bitches like you, bitch. Okay, grow the fuck up. You hip-hop wannabe asshole motherfucker, Peter Cottontail bitch-ass motherfucking money-grabbing, pimp-ass, pussy-ass, drug-dealing, coke-snorting, stupid-ass motherfuckers. Bad mood? Yeah, I'm bad mood. It's a Sunday. You should all be living love with your children and your spouses. Not acting like bitches on TV. Love you. Okay? Peace.